It's that time again for another not-so-normal gaming podcast, featuring your hosts, MrTechnoSqueek.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Nostalgic Dan 1.
Everything I feel is in this sword. Good.
Come on!
And Quick Freeze 4.
Don't worry. I'll handle the bad guys.
This is a podcast you want to listen to, but first, you gotta press start.
Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Press Start Podcast. This is episode 87, and I am Mr. TechnoSqueek. And today we have Cliva, Quick Freeze 4, and Nostalgic Dan 1. How are you guys doing?
I'm so happy we finally started.
I know.
I have a plush dragon on my head.
Yeah, he's been beating it for like the last hour.
Hey man, what I do in my own time is me and my dragon's business.
I know. He's just over there just beating his dragon. Techno's over here like yelling up and cussing up a storm.
Yeah, Techno was freaking out just a minute ago. Are you okay?
Yeah.
He's just so pissed that he can't watch the Olympics.
Oh my lord.
He really wanted to watch that figure skating. He was like, man, I am all about that figure skating.
Are you serious? You're not watching the figure skating right now?
I'm gonna pound back a couple blue bras with the bras and watch figure skating.
I'm actually looking at boobs.
Boobs?
Figure skating.
On the figure skaters?
No.
Techno.
Yes.
What's your opinion on Sonic? That little blue
Sonic.
hedgehog.
That was a terrible segue. I'm just gonna say that. Sonic does not figure skate.
Yes, he does.
Does he?
All those
Mario and Sonic Olympic Games, bitch!
All about that. He's like the most pro skier. He's like at the Olympics right now.
Yeah.
He's competing in like the curling events.
You know what? If I see this random guy dressed up like Sonic the Hedgehog at the Olympics just skating around, I will laugh my ass off.
He's gonna win the gold.
He better win the gold.
Man. So, how's it going? How's everyone doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
How's life?
Life is good. Life is great.
Good.
Watching the Olympics.
Good, Techno. Techno, how about you? How's life? How you doing?
Good, actually.
I'm so happy.
Before we get in on this episode, I am moving.
What? He's finally going to 123 Canada Street.
Oh my god.
He's gonna be there with Play Liz and like all the peeps. Johnny Millennium.
You international bastard.
3 kilobytes, all of them. He's just gonna be hanging out with them. Right, Techno?
I wish.
Right.
But I'm moving to, I went to, like, Arby's today with a friend, and he asked me to move in with him.
He lives
The
in
reason
Arby's?
why.
You know what's funny though, Techno?
No.
I literally just had Arby's before we started recording this podcast for dinner. I had those 2 roast beef sandwiches with the curly fries and the mozzarella sticks.
Tasty.
Where's your Arby's, Cliva? Come on, Jesus.
I'm not cool enough to have Arby's.
Apparently not.
Sorry, I'm really sorry.
Techno.
Arby's are so good.
I'm kind of surprised Techno's friend lives at Arby's, though.
He doesn't live at Arby's.
I thought you just said you were moving in with him.
Yeah, but he doesn't. We were at Arby's to eat.
Okay,
Oh.
good.
Well, you don't eat at your house?
Sometimes.
Okay, well, you eat Arby's at your house?
Not today.
Okay, good. Continue story, please.
Okay. So, the reason why is the guy who's living with him now is pretty much a pile of shit.
Is this the manager?
And you're gonna be an upgrade?
No. Yes. What? What kind of...
Boom.
Then that's...
I'm sorry.
Man.
I'm so sorry. I apologize. That was uncalled for.
I know. But that was funny. But Yeah, the dude that lives there now, like, when he shaves, he leaves all that, hair on the fucking sink and doesn't wash it down. And get this, he doesn't use shampoo. He only uses conditioner.
Whoa.
He's probably saving the shampoo for the secret sauce for the burgers, right?
Oh my god. You're still on this Arby thing?
Well, yeah, isn't that how it
No!
started?
Oh my god. I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh, God.
Wait a minute, so Arby's is not part of the story at all?
No, not at all.
Oh, well, I'm kind of disappointed then. Alright, continue.
Okay. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
What, your friend doesn't shave?
No. Oh my god, no! I said when he does shave.
I heard two things, Arby's and doesn't shave.
You know what? Screw it. That's done. Done. Story. Done.
Oh.
Forever.
Is it a nice place? Is it a better
Yeah.
place than where you're at?
Well, I mean, this place is fine, but I like helping people out.
Good. That's a good thing. I'm proud
Okay,
of you,
so
Techno.
let me get this straight. You're moving in with your friend because his current roommate doesn't shaves and leaves his hair all over the kitchen or the bathroom sink. You don't live at Arby's, but you want to.
No!
And he doesn't use shampoo.
And he doesn't use shampoo, only conditioner.
Yeah. What an asshole.
Is that the basis of your story?
Yeah,
Pretty
sure.
much. Good.
That was a beautiful story.
Techno, move to Phoenix.
Yeah, you should live with Dan.
Move to Phoenix. All you guys, everyone.
You don't even have to worry. He doesn't even shave.
I do have to shave, but not the beard.
Right. Okay, he shaves a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. I don't leave it around. I'm
Yeah.
clean.
If you could put up with that, you're good.
I use shampoo too. Yeah, I'm all about that shampoo.
too.
I'm all about it. And we could go to Arby's in and out together and hang out. It'd be the best.
I'm just gonna stay in my non-Arby's state.
You don't have Arby's?
No, I'm not that cool.
Wow.
That's,
Unfortunate.
yeah.
I have Dunkin' Donuts though.
Yes, so do I.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was cool.
We have all the things.
Yeah. See, he's in the, west?
Yeah. West Coast. Love it.
They have everything.
It's true. Like, I'm literally surrounded by, like, every fast food place you can ever imagine.
So, if you're a fat shit, then...
Come on over, Techno.
Yes.
We'll hit up all the fast food places.
Oh my god.
Instead of clubbing late at night, we'll just go to all the fast food places.
Shit.
Although we can club too. There's plenty of clubs, though. We can dance and eat Arby's roast beef at the same time.
Yummy.
See, there we go. Okay, it's planned. It's confirmed. Techno's moving out to Phoenix next year. Can't wait. Let's do this. And Cliva's gonna move to 123 Canada Street.
No way. I heard they don't have Arby's either.
But they have poutine.
Oh, okay, never mind.
There you
I'll
go.
there.
See, it's confirmed now. Cliva's moving. Okay, great. Perfect. That's all settled. So I'm glad you guys are doing well. How's that? Gaming going?
Good. I'm sorry. I'm still
got
watching.
so
I'm
much
still watching the
shit.
figure skating.
Yeah, it's mesmerizing. That's why it's so hard.
It really is. Like I don't like. It's figure skating. What possible could you? What could you say about it? But it's so hypnotic.
So,
I'm just saying.
you know who else was at the Olympics?
Sonic.
Exactly. So,
And
Techno, what do
Mario.
you think about Sonic? you know, and doing his Sonic stuff.
His Sonic stuff?
I like how you said that.
Yeah, what stuff does Sonic do?
You know, like making booms and stuff like that, like boom.
Oh,
That's-
ha.
That
Good
sounds dirty.
joke there. Yeah.
Like when he goes to the bathroom.
Shit.
Dude, the best game is Sonic 2006.
No, it's not.
That's because you haven't played it yet. You don't know the full extent of the awesomeness.
I played
that
it!
game is.
I played it.
Really? Did you beat
Yeah,
it?
Long
Well,
ass.
calm down. Let's not argue about the greatness of Sonic 06, okay?
Yeah, seriously.
So-
Man,
Let's move on.
don't go there.
Thank you for backing me up.
No.
So how can you tell if that game is horrible if you haven't beat it?
Because you just have to play the first fucking level to...
I played the entire game.
I know you did. I don't know why you would...
Because he likes, you know, hearing Sonic go boom and stuff like that.
God. So, anyways,
What is the
No.
Sonic Boom?
I don't
it
know.
is a new cartoon, and they're making a new game. Big Red Button. It's a new company. Sega's gave it Sonic. Not gave Sonic away, but the right to use Sonic and whatnot.
Mm.
And they look very different. And
I'll
that's
say.
all- yeah, Knuckles looks like a bro, and
A what?
Like a bro,
Bro.
you know? Like he goes clubbing,
he
fist pumping.
Cliva, he doesn't understand, the hip words used now.
Wow.
A couple brew bras with the bras, you know?
Yeah, the bras, man.
Exactly. Pound back some brews while watching figure skating.
I am terribly sorry. I do not understand your lingo. I'm sorry. Please explain what a bra is, or bro.
Abrasive.
'Cause
Yes.
I saw Knuckles and he looked like a bouncer. Like he was huge.
He's a bro.
Is that the definition of your bra?
A bro. Have you ever seen? You probably haven't.
Oh, see, now he's assuming shit. All right, what haven't I seen?
Jersey Shore. You probably never.
I don't want to watch that.
Okay, but you know what it is, right?
Yes.
Okay, those are bros.
Yeah, those are some brew bras, you know? Those
Yeah,
are some
bros.
bras.
That's
They
it's
gotta
not,
just go clubbing, you know?
it's not really a good description of what you're trying to talk about, especially since I haven't seen what you're referring
The
to.
guy.
Big, hunky
Guy,
dudes,
yeah, big
meatheads, they have, no brain at all. It's
Yeah.
just complete assholes.
Oh.
They go to a gym, 25/7 a day. You know, they go there for an extra hour.
So
that doesn't exist.
a bruiser, a bouncer, right? Those big guys. Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
See, why don't you use those
Bouncers
cool
are bros, too.
Yeah, see, why don't you use one of
Techno's
those
a bro.
Because
bro? Techno's a bro?
We're all bros at
no,
heart.
I'm not
you
a
know?
bro.
We're all bros at heart.
So what makes what makes Knuckles a bro and not Techno? He's
Because I'm not big.
Just gotta go to the gym, man.
you gotta go to the gym. So that's the
I ain't got fucking
Gotta
money.
pump that iron.
Okay. But yeah, I saw Knuckles. He's
Yeah.
definitely a bro.
Fucking huge. But that also makes me laugh about that whole thing. I know a lot of people are fucking hating on it, but it's not part of the main canon. So, don't, fucking yell out, Sonic's fucking dead, whatever.
Sonic
It-
dies?
No.
Didn't you just say Sonic's dead? Dan?
Yeah,
No.
I thought he got shot by that cat.
Oh my god, Knuckles killed Sonic.
Yeah, it was inevitable. It was gonna happen sooner or later.
I could just tell Techno's getting angry. Please continue. I will not interrupt.
Okay. So, this game is just for the show that's coming out. I forget when. I think in March, maybe?
I think it's June.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that's the only reason they're making a game for it is for the show. You know how those are. They usually suck.
Oh,
But the company doing it, Big Red Button, I believe is what it's called, is all made up of ex-Naughty Dog employees, which made Crash Bandicoot, Jak and Daxter. So, hopefully it's good. I hope.
Yeah.
and this is the last exclusive title for the Wii or for the Nintendo, right?
Probably.
That's what I heard. I heard Sega was giving
they
Nintendo
did.
3 exclusive
Yeah.
Sonic games, and the first one was Sonic Lost World, and then the second one was Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games, and this is supposed to be the third one.
Yeah.
Sonic Boom.
There you go.
And the show, I believe, or actually, the game will not be released in Japan. Since it's about a U.S. Cartoon.
Sorry, Japan.
You're not getting this shitty Sonic game.
It's all ours.
Dude, what are you talking? Dude, I think the game looks sweet. I saw the trailer. I'm getting it.
I did too.
Alright, well, I'm getting it.
Well, I wouldn't because, well, I couldn't because I don't own a Wii U.
Well, that's great, because it's also coming out on the 3DS.
Boom. There you
Yeah.
go.
I think
No
it's
pun
made by a
intended.
different company.
I don't care. 3DS, get it. You
Yeah.
have no excuse.
Yeah.
No,
I
not
still,
eh.
I still haven't gotten that new Zelda. So that comes way before
We'll
me
get
get
both of 'em.
any Sonic.
Yeah, just buy
Problem
both of them.
solved. Zelda and Sonic.
let's hope
at the
you
same
have
time.
that money.
I just saw you buy a
Just
whole
sell your
bunch of
copy of
games on...
Giga-Wing too.
Yeah, that's where all that money went.
Sell it.
Well, stop buying games off Facebook or eBay and post them on Facebook. Priorities, man. Priorities.
Shit. You did those games though.
Yeah, they were actually good games.
Picked up some good stuff. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, what'd you
Been
get?
on a spending spree, I swear to God.
Yeah, seriously.
Every other day I see some new cool stuff.
And they're all
Okay.
Dreamcast games too, right?
And you put up a video for some of it from that you bought from Point Blank.
Yeah. Okay. I have now. I think I've bought all the expensive US Dreamcast games. So I think that I'm all done.
Good.
So
That's
well,
a way
with
to approach it.
the US like expensive games, I'm done with buying those.
So
Like what?
all you need are like the cheap ones now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good plan. Is because it's the easiest. Like the easiest thing is just for you, just knock out the hard to find ones right away. While you can still get them, and then if you wait, inevitably the price is just going to go up on them anyway. So you can kind of relax now and be like, okay, I just need some of these more common stuff and whatnot.
So I got the box set, the whole box set of Samba de Amigo, which, if you don't know what that is
Oh man, I'm all about those maracas.
yeah, the Maraca game. I bought the complete box set. I
Yeah, the
forget
huge ass
how.
one.
Yeah, it's huge. It came with everything, even the papers on it. Got D2, which is the sequel to D on the Saturn. And Giga Wing 2.
That's a good one.
Oh yeah. Actually, me and Aaron, before the podcast, we just beat it. So that's
So,
for and Giga Wing 2 is 4 players. I can't wait to have a 4-player shoot 'em up. It'd be awesome. And I also got, which came in today with the Turbo Views Volume 3, Chris Bucci.
Yeah, shout out to Chris Bucci.
Yeah!
Love that man. Great stuff.
I'm still waiting on mine.
I got Redux Dark Matters.
Oh yeah.
For the Dreamcast.
I just got regular ducks, the standard ducks, the ones that flap around and stuff like that.
Well, I got the edition I got comes with Ducks version 1.5 and Redux Dark Matters. So I got both of them.
I just have that 1.5. Came with the soundtrack. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. And I also bought Techromancer.
Oh,
it hasn't came in yet.
Good. No, that's another big one.
Yeah. And I think that's all I got for Dreamcast.
Well, so, how much more do you feel like you need now that you got a lot of these more really hard to find ones out of the way?
I think I just need, more of all the rest of the sports games and the little,
yeah, kind of odd games here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I first started collecting, I started with Marvel 1 and 2, Marvel vs. Capcom, because I knew 2 was going up in price and whatnot. But from Point Blank Games,
oh yeah, shout out to Point Blank, love that guy.
I got Tekken Tag Tournament 2. This is all PS3. Freak. I forget the name of Puppeteer. That, yeah.
Oh, Puppeteer, yeah, nice. I want to try that game out. I've heard good things.
I got a Dragon's Crown.
Yeah. I still need to get that.
Art book.
Yeah, I saw that. It's really cool. It comes with the art book as well.
And I got a few coins. A Street Fighter 20th anniversary coin. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance coin, which was exclusive from GameStop, and it's 1 out of 10,000. Super Mario Galaxy coin, which I believe this came out probably launch of Galaxy.
Yeah, it was a pre-order.
Yeah. Puppeteer. He also gave me Parasite Eve, the movie. Catherine sound disc and art book. Mortal Kombat, the art of Mortal Kombat. These little cards that show characters with the new Mortal Kombat and their move set. 2 soundtracks. Parasite Eve 2 and Code Veronica, Resident Evil Code Veronica. Got Spider-Man Web of Shadows, which I played yesterday, actually.
How'd you like that?
I'm really liking it. It took me a little bit to kind of get with the whole swinging on the webs, but I really like it.
Do you find yourself switching from the red and blue Spider-Man to the black Spider-Man without even purposely activating it?
Sometimes, yeah.
Because that was one thing I noticed about that game. I'll just swing, randomly in the city, and it's the button click is so sensitive. I would just switch between the costumes, and I'm just oh man, I don't want to be red. I want to be the black Spidey. It's not a huge deal. It's just they fight differently, but
yeah. I got Battle Fantasia on the PS3,
Yeah,
which I believe I've heard from Play Lives it's on 360.
Yeah, I have that.
Did it come out over here on disc?
Yeah, I got a physical
Yeah.
copy, 360.
Yeah. Well, I got the physical copy for the PS3 version. Anarchy Reigns. The reason why I wanted this one was because Jack from Mad World's on it, and I like the voice actor, which is Steve Bloom. Also the voice actor for Spike from Cowboy Bebop, and Tom from Toonami. Dragon's Crown, I already said it. And last one, the gold limited edition box of Zone of the Enders HD collection.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I want to pick that up.
Yeah. I did not know it was that big.
Yeah, because the art book is like no joke. Like that's a real deal art book right there.
Woo. But
Good stuff.
yeah, I think that's it.
Nice little spending spree there. Jealous.
Oh yeah, I also got E's Memories of Self.
Oh yeah, that's a
finally.
big one. Jesus Christ, yeah.
Woo!
I was happy.
I still haven't played it.
Yeah,
No, you haven't played it yet?
yeah, when you
Nope.
play it, you'll enjoy it. It's really
Because I also bought Muramasa Rebirth, and I've been so addicted
good.
to
Yeah,
it.
it's good. Isn't it like, I swear, isn't it like playing a whole new game on
Yeah.
the Vita just because of how fucking pretty it is? Like, it's ridiculous. Like I mentioned, as like from playing the Wii version to the PS Vita, it feels like I was playing a whole new game. Like everything about it, like just it looks so saturated and so fucking pretty on that PS Vita screen. It's gorgeous. Love it.
It's so good. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's it. Also bought Dragon Ball Z Kai Season 1 and 2. But I don't know if you guys want me to talk about that.
Yeah, I'm tired of those balls with the Z's and stuff like that. All the balls. Assemble all of them.
Techno has 7 of them.
Yeah, he actually has a
Yeah,
Dragon Ball.
I actually have them.
We don't need to hear about it anymore because he has it. Like we know where they're at. We don't need to watch anything or like anything. We know Techno has it. That's good. Good stuff. You picked up a lot of great games. What have you been picking up, Cliva? Anything interesting?
You know what? I haven't picked up a game for a while now.
Yeah, me too. The last thing I picked up was today with the Bravely Default Collector's Edition, which came out. Which,
You know what? I'm actually kind of jealous of you because I'm waiting on mine still.
Yeah, it's like I got it in today, and I was surprised at how pretty it is. I really like the packaging. Like it's really clean and just really aesthetically pretty, you know. And the art book is actually really good. I really like the art book in there. That kind of surprised me. Really high quality. And the music's incredible for the game.
Where did you get yours from?
Best Buy. Good old
Did
folks
you?
at Best
Okay.
Buy.
Yeah, I got mine on Amazon, and according to them, I'm not going to get mine until Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I got 3 days to wait. Or 4 days to wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. But yeah, originally too, I was gonna order mine from Amazon because you know normally I pre-order my stuff from Amazon if that's you know doable. But then I was a little late, I guess, so it sold out, and I was like, oh man, don't tell me I like missed my opportunity. And then I saw it was available on GameStop, which of course I'm not gonna buy it from GameStop. GameStop was so bullshit. I swear to God. The Bravely Default Collector's Edition at GameStop was $5 more for some reason, just like, you know, flat price. Like it's supposed to be $50 at GameStop. It was $55, and you don't get free shipping, so you have to pay for shipping and tax. And like I went through the whole process. So it was gonna cost like $65 from GameStop, and I'm like, no,
Wow.
not doing that. But then I saw it was available at Best Buy, and I was like, oh, I'll do Best Buy. I've never really pre-ordered from Best Buy, so this was kind of like my first time pre-ordering from Best Buy. And I'm actually surprised with how well they handled it. It was free shipping. I still had to pay tax, which on Amazon I had to pay tax anyways because of where I live. But yeah, it would have been the same price if I bought it on Amazon, and they shipped it out like the day before release to make sure I got it, release date, which was really cool. So that made me happy. So, and I played a little bit of that before we recorded the podcast, like the first hour, and I'll talk about that later. But yeah, I think it's a really good set though. For all the people who got it, it's really good, and it's gone up in value because it's like really hard to find. Like
Yeah, I got mine off Amazon, and like for the longest time they didn't have a release date. Like I just pre-ordered it, and I think up until about a week and a half ago it said estimated delivery date, and he's like, we'll let you know by email, and then a week and a half ago they finally said like February 11th. So yeah, hopefully I'll get that day.
That's what happens when an item sells out on Amazon, because I had the Tales of Symphonia Chronicles Collector's Edition pre-order on Amazon, and if you go to that right now, it's not available. And mine says the same thing. It's like, we'll contact you with an official, date or whatever, so, because it's sold out.
Well, I got a date from mine now. Does that mean I'll get it? Or is that, like, I'm still hopeful?
For what, Bravely Default?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting it.
Okay.
As long as you order it. Because then, like, they take it down and you won't be able to order it.
Yeah, I pre-ordered, and they just didn't give me a date until about a week and a half ago. So
yeah, you're getting it. It's just for a while there, like, when I wanted to order it, it wasn't available. Like, it wasn't available. They didn't have enough.
No. Yeah. Now, what are the AR cards for?
I don't really know. When you start the game, it asks you to use the AR, like one of the AR cards. When you get the game, like you open it, it has a manual booklet, I guess you can call it, or a pamphlet. But on the back of it is kind of like this printed AR card, and it asks you to use that in the really beginning of the game to like set up this kind of early sequence. So like her name's Agnes or whatever, yeah, Agnes, and it's like this opening scene with her, but then it's like in your room because it's using the augmented reality, which was weird. But other than that, that's all it was for that I've seen so far. They haven't mentioned anything about it. So.
Because I can't imagine them being that, like, needed that much in the game if you only get the 34 cards in the collector's edition.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like 34 is a lot, but it's like...
Yeah, but what I mean is if they were essential to the game, they would give them for every copy of the game, not just the collector's edition. Yeah. So I can't imagine them having a major role in the game.
Yeah, that's what I figured too, I thought about that when I opened it up, and I was like, well, the people who bought the standard edition, they're not going to get any AR cards, so it's like, I wonder what the AR cards actually do. And I still haven't figured out, like, what I would use the cards from the collector's edition for, because all I used was, like, the back of the manual that one time, and that was it, so, which everyone has access to that, so I think it's just going to be one of those things like the AR cards that came with the 3DS. It was like, oh, check out this Mario's on my bed or something. Like that kind of thing, but it's like, whatever. I don't really care about the AR cards too much anyways. It's mainly the other stuff, but yeah, it's cool.
Actually, well, it was the AR cards that actually wanted me to get the collector's edition. I don't know why. It's like, oh, 34 cards. Yeah, fuck that. I'll definitely want to get that. They're
nice looking cards though. Like just if anything, they're actually nice looking cards to look at. They got some nice artwork of all the characters and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool.
I can't wait to get that game. But it's funny because as soon as I get that game, I'm not even gonna play it, because what I'll get the same day as Bravely Default is I'm gonna get Lightning Returns. It'll literally come in the same box, I assume.
Yeah.
So I want to play Lightning Returns more than Bravely Default. I'm just more excited for that game. So.
Oh, did you order those together maybe at the same time?
No, they're being released on the same day, but no, I ordered them at two different times. They're just being delivered on the 11th. So usually when I buy a movie and then a week later I buy another movie and they're both released on the same day, they ship them together in the same box. So I assume they're going to do that with Bravely Default, Lightning Returns. So yeah, but I'm more excited to play Lightning Returns than Bravely Default. So it'll probably be a long time before I even open the thing. But
Yeah, I was just gonna say though, if you chose to have them shipped together, that probably would have been why you're getting it on Tuesday instead of like, because they would normally, Amazon or pre-orders, they should have shipped the item yesterday, the day before release, and to get it to you today.
no, I pre-ordered them both on separate days, so it's two separate orders. So
Mm.
no, I'm not worried about it. It's just.
Gonna play that Lightning Returns, because she's returning again.
Dude, I know, like, I'm excited for that game. I really am, and I know, like, a lot of people don't like the Final Fantasy 13 series, but I don't know, I like it. I've always liked Lightning and that series of, that trilogy. I like the trilogy, so I'm wicked excited. So, but, like, I had the opportunity to get, like, the collector's edition of the strategy guide, and it came with, like, this limited like DLC costume code for Lightning, and I'm like, it was like $10 more. I'm like, no, costume's not worth $10. Sorry. So
No, but speaking of costumes, I saw that they had a Lara Croft Tomb Raider costume.
dude, me too.
That was funny.
Well, it's weird because like Final Fantasy 13 2, you could give Sarah and what's the guy's name, Noel. You could give him costumes from Mass Effect.
Oh yeah, Mass Effect.
So like, so you know, it's weird. So I don't know. In a way, it kind of makes sense if you give Lara Croft's costume to Lightning, I guess.
It was just funny because they showed the video and they were like, she was having a sword face off with, I think it was Noel, and she has like a big old like pickaxe or something that like Lara Croft would use. It was funny. That's cool.
Yeah.
Good
I would
stuff.
actually probably want to see stuff like that. I don't know.
I know there's a lot of costumes for that game. Like it's ridiculous how many.
I know,
costumes
like they already,
announced.
like they have a cloud costume.
Yeah.
They have an Ares costume. Like literally, they have like maybe 10 costumes for that game already. It's not even released. So
That's
I don't know.
crazy.
I'm not gonna buy any extra costumes on it. Like I stopped buying that stuff a long time ago.
Yeah. Guys, you know what time it is?
What?
Are you hype?
I'm hyped.
I don't hear no
It's
hype.
9:20.
I'm hyped. I'm hyped.
It's time for news.
Techno, what do you have for news?
Yes.
Oh, well, let me just look on here.
No,
Okay.
Drop it on.
So, the indie fighter Skullgirls will be coming back. I love Skullgirls so much. But see, I already bought it, so I don't need this. But instead of simply re-releasing the fighter, Lab Zero will be offering players a upgraded version of the game dubbed Skullgirls Encore. While very similar to its predecessor, Skullgirls Encore technically qualifies as an entirely new game. As a result, none of the DLC released to date for the original Skullgirls will be compatible with Encore, according to Lab Zero Games. To offset this inconvenience, Skullgirls brings a host of gameplay tweaks as well as a new character, a meek opera singer named Squiggly, who attacks foes via a dragon-like parasite. Further, Lab Zero is offering Skullgirls at Encore at no charge to those who previously purchased the original incarnation of Skullgirls on PSN. Yeah!
Don't get too excited, Techno.
So far, there is no word on when Skullgirls Encore will see an Xbox Live Marketplace release, but Lab Zero has issued 2 trailers for the fighter. You'll find a launch trailer above. Yeah, I'm reading this on Joystick, by the way. So if you want to watch that, you can probably find it on YouTube as well. So yeah. So I can download it for free. Yes. Free is always good.
That is true. Like free Wi-Fi, right, Techno?
Oh, yeah.
Techno's all about that free Wi-Fi.
Free Wi-Fi. Alright. Mortal Kombat Legacy House plans Mighty Number 9 live-action adaptation. Alright, so Mighty Number 9 is getting a live-action spin-off. Contradiction Films, the same outfit responsible for the first season of Mortal Kombat Legacy, which was badass, by the way, is in charge of the production. We are building the story right now, Tim Carter, co-owner of Contradiction Films, told Electric Playground. That was a show, by the way, Electric Playground. I don't know if any 2 of you remember Electric Playground, but it was on Tech TV, and then Tech TV turned to G4. But I'm getting off a whole different thing. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this, though. Like,
It
to
seems
me,
kind of early.
yeah. And to me, all I can sense is that Megaman live action thing, little movie thing they did. So, don't know if it's gonna be good or not. Hopefully, but yeah, I agree. It's a bit early. The game's not even out. So.
Well, if it comes out, I'll watch it anyway, regardless. But
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah. Capcom. The Capcom net income slides 10%. Monster Hunter 4 sells 4 million units. So, Capcom reported a net income of 5,957 million yen, which is 58.3 million for the first 9 months of the year, ending March 31st, 2014. This marks a 10.3% decrease year over year when compared with the net income of 6,645 million yen, which is $65 million dollars over here, reported for the first 9 months of the last year. Overall, net sales were up year over year by 3.5% to 75,221 million yen, which is $736.4 million, while operating income and ordinary income saw year over year decreases of 13.4% and 8% respectively. So pretty much Capcom's, losing that money, losing that cheese.
Oh man, that's a shocker, man. Can't believe it. I'm so
really,
surprised.
the only games they got, in my opinion, Capcom's only biggest franchise they have right now is Monster Hunter and Street Fighter, and Ultra Street Fighter's not even out yet. So really all they're relying on is Monster Hunter 4. So
Yeah, Monster Hunter is huge in Japan. Like,
yeah, it's huge.
ridiculous.
It's huge, yeah, but it's not huge enough to like pull them out of the fire that they're in.
No, that's
so.
what I'm saying. It's just huge enough to keep them afloat. Like, that's
Yeah.
really what's helping them. It's
Like
Monster
really, like I think as soon as Ultra Street Fighter 4 comes out, they're gonna do a little bit better. But yeah, Street Fighter and Monster Hunter, they're only good franchises in my opinion. Anyway, so they just need to do more. Please,
Yeah.
people.
Techno,
Yeah.
make it happen. Take over Capcom.
Yeah, take over Capcom, dude.
Give us Resident Evil 10.
Resident Evil 10.
Just skip all the other ones and be like, here's Resident Evil X. The best game.
Yeah, and just make it like a sequel to Code Veronica X.
No, just make it like a full motion video game like it was on the
Oh
Panasonic
my
3DO.
god.
But with like super HD graphics.
No! That would destroy Resident Evil, like, unlike they've already
Oh
had.
no, I just gave Capcom
Dude.
ideas.
Dude, Resident Evil is already destroyed. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, well,
But I
Actually-
fucking love 4, so get off me.
you can have your 4. Dude, who's the guy that does the music for Resident Evil?
I forget his fucking name, but he left.
No, I heard a story today that he's a fraud. Like he admitted of paying another composer to do all the music for Resident Evil, and he took the credit.
That's bullshit.
I heard
Really?
that. Yeah. I heard on hard news, but from Screw Attack on one of their videos on YouTube, and I forget the guy's name, but he admitted that he paid another composer to do the music for Resident Evil because he's like death, like he's near death, and like he just couldn't do it for some reason. But yeah, please go to like screwattack.com and check out their hard news because I think that's where I heard it from. So, but yeah, like he admitted that all the Resident Evil music that he took credit for, he didn't do. Like after all these years or something like that. I could be wrong, but go check out Screw Attack because that's where I think I heard it from. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna look it up myself. Keep talking.
Wow. Also, a new story I forgot. If you guys remember Double Helix Games, the guys who are making Killer Instinct or
Killer
made,
Instinct, yeah.
yeah, they have been bought
By Amazon.
by Amazon.
Oh,
What
man.
the hell?
Get hype. It's coming true. Amazon's making an Android console. I knew it. No, seriously, that's what they're going to do. They've been planning that for so long. They have the Amazon App Store already. All they need, and they have a lot of quality apps. And unlike the Ouya, which really didn't have any support that they needed to, or a good marketplace established, you know, Amazon is huge. Like, everyone knows Amazon's name, you know? So even casuals who play, like, Facebook games probably know about Amazon. So they hear about, like, an Amazon console or something, and they're like, oh, I can play those kind of Facebook games on the Amazon console or whatever. I mean, I think it's genius for them. I think if they make a console. It'll be an Android console, but I think it'll do well for them. Especially if they price it, like, at a really kind of low price, like they do their Kindles and stuff like that. I think it'd do good for them.
Yeah. The only thing is, what does this mean for Killer Instinct?
No more DLC. They're done. Whatever's out there or whatever's been confirmed, that's going to be it.
Oh man! But see, they've been talking about doing a season 2.
Well, that's not happening now. Nope.
I don't know. I think that they probably signed a deal to where they're still making...
Yeah, they're probably going to finish off whatever they agreed to do.
Yeah. And then after that whole agreement thing is done, then they'll go back, or they'll go over to Amazon.
Start making some apps. Oh man. I knew it though. There's been a lot of rumors going around that Amazon was planning to make a console. I think they've been, because I think part of that too was Amazon was apparently encouraging a lot of developers to make controller compatibility for their games, like their apps and stuff like that. So it's like, why would they need a controller compatibility, you know? They don't, unless they're making a console with a controller. Makes sense. If they do that, I think it'll definitely be much more successful than the Ouya.
No, of course.
Yeah, just because Amazon has huge fan base that they can just build upon. It's ridiculous. Especially if they offer some kind of like, I don't know, integration with like Amazon Prime where you get like, I don't know, free apps or something like that, free games. If you're a Prime member, I mean, Amazon's huge. So yeah, that was interesting. I saw that too.
Okay, I found the news story. Okay. See, the Beethoven of Japan is a fraud and didn't actually write the music for some of the famous games that he's famous for. And I'm literally just going to read this right off the Screw Attack Hard News website. It says, after 15 years of worshipping Samaguchi for his musical compositions in gaming, he admits today that he is a fraud. The self-taught musician dubbed the Beethoven of Japan, Samaguchi was losing the ability to hear in 1997 while composing the music for original Resident Evil. It turns out he paid a mysterious composer for his work and continued to do that for his releases up to Onimusha Warlords in 2001. He's been praised for other famous works that are not his own, like the Hiroshima Symphony, and all of these revelations come courtesy to his anonymous lawyer because Samaguchi is, this is in quotation, is mentally disturbed and not in a condition to properly express his own thoughts, end quotes. So yeah, that's basically it. So he admitted today, and now this was posted on February 5th, 2014, so 2 days ago. So yeah, this guy didn't write Resident Evil music.
Yeah. He
Kinda
just
weird.
took credit for it. Yeah. I don't know. As an artist, that really grinds my gears when someone takes credit for the hard work of someone else, but I guess that someone else might not have cared that much if he was willing to take the money to do it. But
Maybe.
still, just to think about, like, if I were that someone else, you know, after all these years, people giving that credit to that guy, I'd get a little annoyed or something.
Well, who would be more pissed off? I believe it would be the fans of his work, or fans of the music that he didn't actually create.
Yeah.
So.
But that wouldn't be possible for that guy.
No, this is just something I heard about today. So.
You know, it's kind of like what happened with Michael Jackson and Sega.
Yeah.
Where, like, he was going to make every song in Sonic 3, and that's including Sonic and Knuckles, but, you know, that whole thing, whatever. And then he didn't like how the Genesis produced sound, so he was like, I don't want to be credited for doing this. So some of his songs are still in the game. It's just he was never credited. You won't see him in the credits.
Yeah. But that was kind of a little different case. The fact that he just didn't want credit because he thought the sound quality just didn't do him a service. It didn't do his music a service. So he wanted to avoid that, having his name associated to what he thought was kind of bad music. Which is interesting. It makes for a lot of interesting stories. If you guys don't watch Pop Fiction, you should watch Pop Fiction. It's so fucking good. I love Pop Fiction. It's by game trailers, and they do these Pop Fiction videos taking a look at like old video game myths and stuff like that. It's really interesting. I think they're up to like 40 episodes or something. There's a lot of good stuff, and a lot of like it ranges from like old school stuff to like even new school stuff. It's pretty good if you haven't watched it.
Is that all your news stories, Techno?
Yep.
Okay. I'll go next if you don't mind. Let's see. Well, this one's really quick. I just want to say that the Pokemon Bank is finally up and running on the 3DS eShop. If you download it if you download it and activate it anytime before March 14th, you get the first month free. After that, it's like $5 a year. I downloaded it myself just actually today, but I haven't tried it out yet. So I'm just throwing that out there that Pokemon Bank is finally up after being delayed for a little bit. But my main news stories I got here is the games for EVO 2014 are finally announced. The EVO lineup is going to be Ultra Street Fighter 4, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Killer Instinct, Injustice Gods Among Us, King of Fighters 13, and Blaze Blue, the Chrono Fantasia. I'm probably not saying that right.
Chrono Phantasma, the new one. Yeah.
Is that how you say it? Okay.
Probably. It's coming out.
Yeah. So those are the games, and the news article I'm looking right here, it says regarding Super Smash Bros. Melee, it says, again, I'm just going to read this right off the website. It says, last year's Smash event was amazing, but what the Smash community has done over the last year has been inspirational. We still have room in our lineup for Smash Bros., and we're in discussions with Nintendo regarding a possible role of Smash Bros. Being in 2014. Here's a statement from Nintendo regarding the situation. While we are engaged in preliminary discussions with EVO about their upcoming event in July, the practical role of any Nintendo software in this event is undetermined at this time. So they're still undecided if Smash Bros. Is going to be at EVO. And I watched EVO last year, and Smash Bros. Was one of the games that had the most hype. It was like I watched it, like I was like, this is really cool. Like I never saw Smash Bros. Being fought like so competitively. So I really hope they include Super Smash Bros. Again this year. But the other games, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Injustice, King of Fighters 13, they were at EVO last year. Obviously, Ultra Street Fighter 4, Killer Instinct, and this new Blaze Blue game is going to be a brand new game. So, but yeah, that's the lineup for EVO 2014. And EVO this year is going to be July 11th through the 13th at Las Vegas Hilton Hotel and Casino. So, and obviously they're going to live stream it on Twitch TV and all that stuff. So you guys watch EVO, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's exciting. I'm all about that hype. I love those hype. And I agree that watching those Smash Brothers, like competitive play, I'd never really seen like competitive Smash Brothers play, and I was like, oh, how competitive can it be? It was just so fun to watch that.
It really was.
So
yeah.
good. It was exciting.
It's weird though. It's like when I saw this article and I saw like EVO is in July 11th through the 13th. I went on Amazon and I looked up Ultra Street Fighter 4, like when that come out, because I didn't know when it comes out, and Amazon has it for like August. So, and I'm kind of thinking that's not the right date, like, because wouldn't it be weird if EVO had Ultra Street Fighter 4 before it actually came out?
Yeah, they like doing like a beta kind type version.
Yeah, but
that'd be weird.
Well, I'm thinking it's kind of weird because people is fighting in this tournament, they're gonna have to practice on Ultra Street Fighter 4 with the new characters. So it has to come out before July, don't you think?
Yeah.
I just find it weird that Amazon has it for August.
Yeah. Amazon always has like temporary dates until they confirm it.
That's what I'm thinking it is, but I don't know. But the other news story I have here is, do you guys like a new Megaman game?
Oh man, yes please. I am all about Mega Man.
Are you
all
serious,
the Mega
Dan?
Mans. Yes, Blue Bomber, shoot all the things.
Well, this new game, it's not exactly a Mega Man game.
Oh well, what the hell? Now I'm not gonna. I was excited about Mega Man, and now you just like broke my heart.
This
Okay.
This is a Mega Man inspired game. This game is free to download, free to play. I've downloaded it myself and I've played it and I actually love it. This game is called Mega Pony. And this is a Mega Man inspired My Little Pony game. Like I said, free to download, free to play, and this is actually a really good game. It plays similar to, I'm going to say this in games we've been playing, but it plays similar to the first Mega Man game. You have 6 robot masters, but in this case, 6 ponies to defeat. It's the main 6 from the actual TV show. And you don't have a charge shot, you don't have a slide, but the game itself, it's really good. It plays just like Mega Man 1 on the NES. It even has some of the same music, the same controls, and it's free to download at if you go to equestriadaily.com slash 2013/11 My Little Pony. You know what? I will just put the link in the episode description below on YouTube, and I will also put a link on our Facebook page, the Press Start Podcast. So if anyone's interested in playing this free Mega Man inspired My Little Pony game, they can. So I will leave those links at those 2 locations. So yeah, I think you guys should. I know you guys don't like My Little Pony, you make fun of it, but the fact that it is kind of like plays just like Mega Man is really, really fucking cool. So. Okay, now you guys can make fun of it. Go for it.
I wanted Mega Man. You got my hopes up, so you're like, oh, new Mega Man game. I was like, oh man.
It's a Mega Man like game.
You know me. I love Mega Man.
It's Mega Man like, and what's funny is the main bad guy in Mega Man is Dr. Wily, but for this game, anyone who's watched the My Little Pony cartoon, it's Dr. Discord, and Discord in the My Little Pony cartoon is the god of chaos. So it's this like crazy fucking end boss of the game. It's insane. You just gotta play it. Just play it. It's a great game. So.
Okay. Take your word for it.
You're not gonna play it, are you?
I don't know. Maybe if I'm bored, I'll try it out.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'll put a link to where you can download it in our Facebook page and in the episode description on our YouTube channel. So, for this episode. So, and that's all my news stories.
Very nice. So, I have news, but 2 of them actually come from Axis Games, who've been pretty busy lately. But one of them, this actually kind of came out of nowhere. Like, it was randomly, I think, like this past week or something, he just like announced on Twitter or something. But this game's been out for a while in Japan, but they've confirmed to be localizing it for the West, and it's a game called Mind Zero. And the best way, and I still think it's nice to compare it this way, but it's basically a Shin Megami Tensei Persona ripoff. Like, and I don't mean ripoff in like a bad way. It's blatantly, super blatantly, obviously inspired by Shin Megami Tensei Persona. Even some of the character design looks a little very, very similar. But if you're a fan of that, this is kind of another similar game. It's a dungeon crawler RPG. It's going to be for the PlayStation Vita. and they don't have an official release date. They're just saying spring of this year, which could be anything. But yeah, it's a dungeon crawler RPG, and it looks interesting. I like Persona, and as long as it's a good rip-off, I don't mind rip-offs as long as they're done well, you know. But I'm excited for that. More stuff for my PS Vita. And also by Axis, they announced this game a couple months ago now, but they've confirmed a limited edition for it very recently, and that is for Hakuouki Stories of the Shin Senegumi limited edition. This is a Hakuouki game for the PS3. Actually, it's one of the, I guess you could say one of the very first like genuine full-blown visual novel games on a home console, because normally they come out in the handhelds, but they've announced a limited edition for it, and I'll just read what it includes. It says the limited edition will include 4 unique items inspired by the Hakuouki series and the elegant culture of Japan. It will contain a premium box made to look like Japanese lacquer, a comb, and a hairpin set, and also a traditional Japanese love charm, which they have a technical name for it, embroidered with Hakuouki. So it's a lot of kind of like, I guess, Japanese-esque kind of items, but I don't know, it looks nice, and I think it's $60, and that comes out in April, I believe, or it's coming out in the next couple months, but it's $60. And this is a sad one. This is sad because I never had the chance to buy from these guys, but I've heard great things. Like, everything I've ever heard from them was just, like, high praise. Like, they do incredible stuff. But Time Walk Games has closed down randomly. Very recently, they just, you know, packed up shop. They said, we're done. You know, this is it. So if you didn't know Time Walk Games, they're really known for producing ridiculously high-quality reproductions of localized and translated games from Japan, and, you know, ROM hacks and all these other various games for old systems like the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. They would even go the extra mile making, you know, boxes and stuff like that, manuals, maps, and like just ridiculously high quality posters. Like, they just went the extra mile and they did some really high quality stuff. And it's sad that this was just so random that out of nowhere their site was just kind of, if you go to their site now, timewalkgames.com, it says the following. It says, "Hi all. The Time Walk team would like to thank everyone that has supported us. Unfortunately, we no longer have time to continue forward with Time Walk Games project. Those of us involved with the project have very busy lives, and although we love doing what we do, we cannot keep up with that any longer. Long live retro gaming, the Time Walk team. As of 1/27/2014, we will no longer be taking new orders." So it's kind of sad. You know, I really wanted to buy some Time Walk stuff, particularly I know one of them I really wanted was the reproduction for Terra Enigma, and I don't know, I'll have to find another way to get that, but it's just, they did such a good job, and it's just kind of sad to see them, you know, close, but as the saying goes, life happens. So. You guys heard of Time Walk Games, right? I mean,
Yeah.
they've been all over the place.
I actually wanted to buy the box and the poster for Megaman Ultra. I have the game, but I wanted a box for it.
Yeah. Yes. That sucks. Yeah. And there's, you know, I wish I could have supported them. I never got the chance to actually buy something from them, but life happens. They got busy. But, yeah. And that's all my news.
Mm-hmm. You just made me sad.
I know. Sorry to add on a sad note. RIP Time Walk Games. So hopefully you guys can come back someday.
The time! Who's got the time?
It's question time!
First question is from our good friend Chad, and he actually asked this question the last episode 2 weeks ago, but he asked it a little bit too late. He asked it after we were finished recording, so I'm asking it this episode. And he says, favorite original Game Boy games. I am a Game Boy collector and would be interested to hear your choices. So he's asking for some of our favorite Game Boy games, original
Man.
Game Boy games.
Oh man, I got one. This is one of my all-time favorites.
Oh my god, I know what you're gonna say.
Oh man,
Is
I
it-
love the hell out of this game. It's from a genre that doesn't exist anymore really. It was a trap 'em up because back in the day they used to have trap 'em up games where you dig holes or something, you trap enemies in it. But this game was so fucking good and so fun. Like it's such a simple concept, but so fun. Hyanko Alien. Hyanko Alien is by far one of my favorite Game Boy games. It's a trap 'em up where you play as this guy in like Japan, like feudal Japan, and Japan's been like invaded by aliens, and it's your job to go around with like a shovel and dig holes for the aliens to fall into and close those holes until you kill them. So it's so much fun. Like it's such a simple premise, but it's so much fun. It's so good. And another good one is think of like Trials HD, but for the Game Boy, like really old school. And that's Motocross Maniacs. I love Motocross Maniacs. It's basically like Trials where you have all these like elaborate kind of motocross setups and you have like turbo and stuff like that and all these obstacles to clear. But it's like old school Trials HD. It's just so much fun and it gets really challenging. So it's a really fun game. But what about you guys? Some favorite Game Boy games?
One of my absolute favorites is just like your Trap 'em Up game. I've actually said this one before in the podcast. Boomer in Asmic World,
Yeah,
and
it's a good one too.
this game is just like your Trap 'em Up game that you just mentioned. But in this one, you're a little pink dinosaur or dragon or whatever, and you're in a tower. And what you have to do is you have to find a key that's buried underground. And you do that by digging up holes, just like Dan said for his game. But there's different like critters and caterpillars and spiders running around the world, the maze that you're in, and you could dig holes to trap them in the hole. And once they fall in, you could cover them up with dirt, and theoretically they die. So it's very similar to the game Dan mentioned. It's it's my absolute favorite game on the original Game Boy. I have the American version and the Japanese version, and they play just the same. And I just love this game. But another one just popped in my head, and I think I've only played this a few times, but it's actually really good. And this one's called Bubble Ghost, and you play as this ghost, and the whole point of the game is you have to blow this bubble around spikes, traps, just different environments that will pop this bubble. And if the bubble gets popped, you start over. So it's like a puzzle maze type of game. And since you're a ghost, you can go through walls. You could hover around the ghost in all 360-degree angles. And it's a frustrating game, but it's also just a really cool puzzle game. And this last one that popped in my mind, this one's a little more well known, and this one, it's kind of a bad game, but it's so bad that it's just really just fun to play. And that is Bart Simpson Escape from Camp Deadly. And basically you're Bart Simpson, you're escaping summer camp, and you're being threatened by bees, bullies, camp counselors, the lunch lady that serves the cafeteria food, like all these different camp, environment things, and it's a really, really bad game, but like I said, it's so bad that it's just kind of fun to play. So those three games popped in my head right away. So Techno, it's your turn.
I know.
Okay, good.
Okay. Well, I thought you guys was going to say it. I really did. So I'm going to take it. Pokemon Red.
Yeah, those are givens. Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Yellow.
I had to, because I didn't play much of the original Game Boy. I never had the original Game Boy, the big ass white block, like brick. I started out with a black Game Boy Pocket, and I played Pokemon Red on it for days. And I also played, I had Game and Watch Gallery.
Yeah, those are good. All of them.
Yeah. I forget how many there were, but
I think it was
I
like
had
3 or 4.
I had 1 and 2. And also, I like Final Fantasy Adventure.
Mm.
And it was called, like, the first one was called Final Fantasy Adventure, and then the sequels were called Final Fantasy Legend, and then Legend 3, or Legend 2, and then Legend 3. It was weird. I believe I'm right. If not, then correct me. Because, well, yeah, I think I'm right. Yeah, it said, because I typed in, like, Adventure 2 or whatever, and it comes out Legend 2, so I don't know why they did that, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Guess, I thought of a couple more. Really fun pinball game. Kirby's Pinball Land. I love Kirby's Pinball Land. It's so good. And I love the music. And, of course, I'm a big puzzle fan. One of my favorite games. One of my favorite puzzle series, actually. Tetris Attack on the Game Boy is really good. Even though it's been adapted, like, so many times. Like Pokemon Puzzle League, Planet Puzzle League. Like, there's just been a lot of adaptations of Tetris Attack. But the original Game Boy version is really good. Mm-hmm. And I agree with the Game & Watch galleries. Those are nice little collections. They usually have like 4 or 5 games apiece, and they usually feature like the original version, like the original Game & Watch version, and then the updated version with Mario characters and whatnot. They're a lot of fun.
I'm going to throw one more in here, too. Super Mario Land 2, the 6 golden coins. I got this one for Christmas one year when I was a little kid, and I like this way, it was just way better than the original Super Mario Bros. Land. And basically the goal is to go to 6 different worlds to collect 6 different coins, and you get the 6 coins to unlock the final castle at the end to, save the princess, save the day. But this game, it introduced a lot of different power-ups that never existed, or never, like, returned in any other Super Mario Land game. And I think one of them was, like a bunny suit, or, like, bunny ears that you use to not fly, but, like, kind of, like, glide yourself down a certain distance. So it's a fun game. And then you got your typical power-ups like the mushroom and the fire ability and stuff like that. But I remember the bunny suit, or the bunny ears, was like really the only power-up that never made its way to any other Super Mario game. So yeah, Super Mario Land 2, the 6 golden coins. I like that one a lot too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
I didn't know we were adding on to that. All right, calm down.
Good stuff.
Okay, next question comes from Mikey's Monarch. He says, you are going on a Pokemon adventure.
Yay!
Yay!
Be a Charmander on a big adventure.
Hey, let me finish the question.
Sorry, I got so
All right.
excited thinking about Charmander.
I know. But he asks, who is your starter? Use any Pokemon from the series, no legendaries, and no pre-existing starters. So you can't use Charmander.
Oh, so no starters? If we were to pick, like, a starter who's not a starter, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, like...
Oh, like...
Or,
can be
and
anything?
no legendary.
Oh, man, there's so many then. Oh,
I'm gonna go with Snorlax.
Jigglypuff. No, some serious answers for me. Scyther. I love Scyther. He's a
Oh,
badass.
man. Yeah.
Fucking Hitmonchan. I am all about Hitmonchan. Gyarados. Come on. I mean, Gyarados is epic.
Gyarados is a bastard.
For a bird, if I wanted a bird Pokemon all day, Skarmory. I love Skarmory. You can't go wrong with having a steel bird. That's amazing. What else? Oh, man, there's just so much more. What about you guys?
Well, I was actually kind of serious with Snorlax, so no, but I would say Snorlax, Eevee, just a few other ones. I don't know. Snorlax and Eevee are the only ones popping in my head. You know, just to be fucking weird, I would take Wailord.
Oh man, I want Ditto.
Ditto.
Copy all the things.
Dude, Ditto.
And Porygon. Porygon all up in that. Tear you up.
Dude, could you imagine? Like Professor Oak being like, "Here's your Porygon."
I would be like, yes, thank you.
I mean, thank you, Professor
Go
Oak.
Porygon. I choose you.
Shit. Okay. Mine would have to be Haunter.
Oh man,
Oh yeah.
just reminded me, I want Gengar. Fucking love Gengar.
Yeah.
He's a bro.
Geodude, I really like Geodude for some reason. I don't know why.
I like how we're picking all Pokemon from like the first two generations.
First gen or GTFO.
Like all our choices are like the first two generations.
Oh, that's so good. To be honest, I can't remember a lot of Pokemon from the newer generations.
I'm trying to think of what Pokemon I really liked in the second generation. That fucking beetle thing.
Heracross?
Yes.
Oh yeah, Heracross.
Fuck yeah.
Oh man,
I love Heracross.
I want Sudowoodo.
Oh my god.
Sudowoodo is the best. Oh man. That just reminded me of.
I want a second gen now. I can't think of any second gen ones. They're not really that memorable.
Well, from the third gen, I would take Flygon, the little bug dragon. I think it was badass.
Oh, dude, no, I want Donphan. That like elephant thing. I want Donphan.
Oh my god, yeah, wow, I totally forgot about that.
Donphan.
Scizor.
I think he's second gen.
That was Scizor.
The evolution of Scyther.
Holy, you know what? All my choices have been normal types. Holy shit.
That's gonna be your team, the normal
Yeah.
team.
I got Snorlax, Eevee, and Donphan. Yeah, that's a well-rounded team.
Throw a Clefable in there, just to mix it up a little with another normal.
Dude, he's like fairy now. He's not even normal.
No, I don't pay attention to new stuff. Back in my day, Clefable was normal type, and that was it.
What is that? I don't remember.
Clefable?
You remember Clefable?
Who, like, what generation
First.
is he from?
The first one, he evolved from Clefairy.
Oh, okay. The big fat thing?
Yeah, it's like white and pink.
Yeah, he evolved from Clefairy when you used a moonstone on it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, Raichu.
Oh man, Togepi. Like, why not Togepi? Wasn't there a giraffe Pokemon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a giraffe.
Second.
Yeah, I don't remember saying, but I'm like, I swear to God, I remember a giraffe Pokemon. I'm all about that.
You know, I could go with Diglett too.
Oh man, Diglett's the best. Love Diglett.
Which is again another normal type.
Gotta rock those normal types, man.
I don't know why I'm picking all normal type, but I'll go with them. So yeah. Okay, we have one last question, and this is from Triforce of Courage. He says, it's not much of a question for the male segment. However, I am curious as to whether you guys are interested in Demon Gaze for the Vita or not. Also, what are your thoughts on Monster Monpiece?
No, yeah. I don't even want to talk about that. It's so stupid.
Okay, well, I have no idea what Monster Monpiece
I feel like this is geared towards me, honestly. I pre-ordered Demon Gaze because I mentioned that before. Well, I don't think I mentioned it on the podcast, but Demon Gaze is an upcoming PlayStation Vita role-playing game. that's a first-person dungeon crawler, so think like Wizardry and like Etrian Odyssey, stuff like that, like really classic. It's actually made by Kadokawa Games, so it's the people who usually help make some of the Suda 51 games, so it's got like a really nice kind of unique art style going for it. So I pre-ordered a limited edition, which comes out in like April, I believe. But that Monster Monpiece thing, like, first of all, I don't really care because there's no physical copy for the game. Like, Monster Monpiece is this kind of, how do you compare it? It's like a turn-based RPG where you use, like, cards to fight with, and the cards are like these anime girls, and like all these anime girls. It's very mature, though. Like, it's a very Japan game, let's put it that way. Like, it's on the PS Vita. It involves a lot of touching, if you know what I mean. Like rubbing and touching.
It sounds like my kind of game.
Exactly. So to put it into perspective, it's something Techno would definitely be all over, like Galgun and Akiba's Trip too. But it's like a turn-based RPG with all these kind of raunchy-looking cards and stuff like that. But the big kind of hoopla with it recently was they confirmed it to be coming to the West and all, which is great. I think it's a digital download only, so that made me digital download only, obviously, that made me not care as much right away, but they censored the game, apparently. They cut out, like, I think it was, like, 24 cards that they deemed were, like, offensive for a Western audience or something like that, so they just completely removed them. They left the rest of the cards in there, but they cut some cards. Apparently, they were cards that, like, because you can level up your cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, you level up your cards, and they get stronger and whatnot. And it's like, obviously, as you level them up, they get, like, more revealing, if you know what I mean, like, clothing-wise. So, yeah, so they cut out a bunch of those cards, and that's kind of been the hoopla that they censored the game, and everyone was kind of mad that they censored the game, but
yeah,
it's digital download only, so I don't really care. But, yeah, that's unfortunate. Censoring's not fun, but... And it's still got an M rating, which is kind of odd. The game's still got an M for mature rating, even though they censored the game, which is kind of strange. But, oh well, what are you going to do? Yeah. So that's me on Monster Monpiece. I don't really care because it's only digital download only. And they censor it too, which I honestly don't care about the censoring. Like, I was kind of interested in the game. I would have bought it if there was a physical copy of it. But as soon as I found out digital download only, I was like, nope. No, thank you anyways. Doesn't matter. But Demon Gaze, yes. I'm excited for Demon Gaze. I will get my limited edition in April, and I will play it. I will have fun doing some dungeon crawling. I'm all about that. So, yeah.
I have no opinion on either one of these games since I've never heard about them before.
I feel this is geared towards me. And Techno hates censoring. He is not about
censoring is for the French.
Actually, if anyone, I would think that the French would be totally fucking cool with it.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
The French love nudity. They are all about that.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like the French Revolution and all the artwork that's come.
I couldn't think of anything.
So you just said French out of, like,
French Renaissance. Which actually makes me remember, I think they censored Bravely Default as well.
French did?
No, just in general, I think they censored Bravely Default.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, it's censored for us, yeah.
They censored certain outfits and stuff like that, which is weird.
So stupid.
And their ages, too. They're like, I think they're, like 15 in Japan, but over here they're like 18.
Yeah, so they can be...
Yeah, that's what happened with Snatcher, too.
Yeah, and that was honestly some of the issue with Monster Monpiece was some of the cards that they cut out look like really young girls. Like, they look like girls that are probably definitely under 18. Which, you know, Japan, like, that's perfectly fine in Japan. They just have a special term for that. But, you know, Japan doesn't care. But over here in the West, it's, you know, a touchy subject to have these very revealing images of really young-looking girls. So they cut out a couple dozen cards.
Pissing me off.
I'm so pissed.
Now I can't play it.
Just import it.
Yeah, well, it's a RPG with cards. I can't read Japanese.
Get a walkthrough.
Yeah, get a walkthrough.
Oh, well. No shit. Why don't I do that now?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
And why have
very
you
good.
ordered a gun and a Kiva strip? But yeah, moving on. Is that all the questions? Or do we have
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay.
So,
Good
so how
question.
about we getting games we've been playing?
Oh man.
Dan, what have you been playing?
Oh man, I've been playing a couple of games. Obviously, one of the early ones I mentioned was I got in Bravely Default Collector's Edition today, so I had a chance to check out the first, I would say, hour and a half of the game before we recorded the podcast. And actually, I played the demo like a couple of days ago just to check it out as well. And I wasn't too sold on the demo because it was like ridiculously hard. I think I went to the wrong place like in the demo because I got my ass kicked like right away. So like I had to go to like the right area to grind because apparently the area I went to wasn't for my level or whatever. So wound up getting my ass kicked. But I'm liking what I've played of the actual game so far. I mean, it starts off with it starts out really intense. Like it doesn't waste time. It develops. It puts forth a really good story like right from the get-go that has me interested definitely. And there's this whole if you played the demo too, you would know about this, but there's this whole like town building aspect to it, which is still there, and they introduced that really early on. But yeah, I'm liking the combat. It's turn-based, but it has this huge emphasis on these two mechanics, which they call bravely, and default, obviously, hence the name of the game. But if you can choose to default during your moves, and if you default, that kind of builds up an extra turn that you can use next time, and it also helps you kind of defend. Or you can use Brave, and Brave is basically like, you know how in a turn-based RPG you have like turns, so you take turns, so like all the characters go. So it'd be like, if you choose to Brave, you would use your next moveset from your next turn, so you can like Brave like almost 4 times and use all your upcoming moves, but the downfall to that is that you have to wait, obviously, if you don't kill the enemies, so you have to wind up waiting that many turns to be able to do something again. Which that adds a really nice element, and that actually kind of helps to speed up some of the grinding. It helps to speed up some of the battles that you know you can win really easy because you just, kind of choose to spam them with attacks. And there's a lot going on. There's like a lot of other mechanics. There's like stuff with like the street pass and having friends use your moves and stuff like that. Like it's really weird. There's like a lot of stuff to it, but yeah, I like it. I like the art style a lot. The music is really good. I think it's really surprising how good the music is in this game. It's really top notch. But I enjoy it. It's really good. It's what I kind of expected from a turn-based RPG from Square Enix. I'm looking forward to playing more of it this weekend. But I haven't played too much of it, but I do like what I played so far. And the next game I played is actually an RPG, kind of RPG for the PSP. And I played this like last weekend because I wanted to play something different besides Borderlands, and I figured I'd give this game a shot. It's a really weird game, but it's called Dungeon Maker Hunting Ground. And it's basically an RPG where there are no dungeons. You make the dungeons yourself. So you like buy all these like, corridors and stuff like that, like all these different corridors, like straight corridors, curving corridors, four-way paths, branching paths, and you go into these dungeons to actually make the dungeons and everything because you want to make some elaborate dungeons to attract monsters because you're trying to kill a certain monster, but this monster will only show up if you have an impressive enough dungeon that it wants to actually live in, and you want to make monsters like your dungeon enough so they will actually live in there so you can actually attack them and grind on them and keep progressing forward down the floors to be able to build more dungeons and stuff like that. So if you like creating, if you're a big fan of creating stuff, it's a fun aspect. I really like that aspect of being able to create my own dungeons. It's really enjoyable, and the combat is very mediocre. It's clunky sometimes. Its hit detection is a little odd, but it's playable. And it's just something addicting that, like, every time I build some dungeons, it's hard to stop myself because I'll build something or I'll change a room and I'll be like, oh, I could quit here, but I want to progress to the next day because it follows a day pattern, so it's like I want to progress to the next day to see if adding a bedroom to this one room in this dungeon attracted that one monster, or to see if there's some rare monsters after making it bigger or something. It's like you want to keep seeing what your little additions did, so it adds a really addicting quality right there. But there's actually a sequel for it too, and I actually have the sequel, so I'm curious to see if the sequel improved on the gameplay, which my biggest issue is the gameplay, and I think if they improved the actual combat, it would be a really fun, unique little game. But it's enjoyable. I'm still going to play more of it because I like creating my dungeons. And obviously the last one, I've been playing more Borderlands 2, which this is a really big game. Like, it's surprising me how big this game is, but it's like an RPG. Like, you're not going to beat this game in, 10 hours or something. Like, I'm still trying to beat the main quest. I haven't even beat, the main story yet. And there's, so many side missions. It's not even funny. Like, you could play this game for easily, 50, 60 hours and still play new stuff and new missions and stuff like that. And I really enjoy it because of that. If you're a first-person shooter fan and an RPG fan, I think it appeals to both, and it's really enjoyable. But I absolutely love Borderlands 2. Fantastic. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I've been playing.
Nice. Let's say I'll go next, I suppose. I finished Ys Memories of Celceta about a week ago, and between this and Oath of Falgana, I like this one a lot more. I like the characters more. I like the story more. The story, I can't really remember the story of Oath of Falgana, but Memories of Celceta, I love the story. But what really impressed me with this game is the combat. I really like the combat. Usually I'm not a fan of the action RPGs where you run around hack and slashing at the bosses or other monsters in those type of games. But for this one, I just really liked it. I thought it was awesome. I liked collecting all the different artifacts that improved your character. But I don't want to talk too much about it because I know Techno hasn't played it yet. But yeah, I think Ys Memory of Celceta is a very great game for the Vita, and I think it's probably a must-play for the system. It took me about 20 hours to complete, so it's not a very long game. Next one I played Goof Troop for the Super Nintendo, and I did a review for my YouTube channel on this, so I'm not going to say too much about it. Basically what this is a game made by Capcom for the Super Nintendo based on the Goof Troop cartoon, and it's kind of like an adventure puzzle game where you either get to play as Goofy or your son Max, and you have to solve different puzzles to unlock, to get keys to unlock different doors, and you have to fight pirates in the game to eventually rescue your neighbors Pete and PJ at the end of the game. So it's not a very long game. You know, it only has 5 quick levels, but it's a fun game, especially if you have 2 players, because you could actually you have a friend to sit there with to devise strategies on how to solve a puzzle or how to get enemies in a corner so you can kill them. So next game I played is Arcana Hearts 3 for the PlayStation 3, and this is a fighting game where all the fighters are anime girl characters, and at first I didn't really like it because I didn't really like the controls on the PlayStation 3 controller, but I did find one character I really did enjoy, and this character is called Dorothy, and she's like this little I guess she's like maybe 11 or 12. I don't know what she is, her age, but she's like a magician, and some of her attacks she throws out like playing cards from up above, or she has this great set of moves where she puts playing cards on the ground, and if your opponent steps on them, it shoots up spikes from the playing card to damage your opponent. But it's a very unique, quirky fighting game, and I just kind of like it, especially once I discovered that Dorothy character. The story in the game makes no fucking sense whatsoever. There's something about these celestial stones that this person is trying to get. I don't really fully understand it, but the actual just gameplay fighting I did enjoy once I found that one particular character, Dorothy, that I just loved. Um, I played more Disney Infinity with a good friend of mine, and we went into this like blank toy box, which is kind of like you create your own levels, and we just went nuts. I created this like death race race above like bottomless pit. So you're like going over loop-de-loops, you're going around short corners, and then there's no walls to the side of the track. So if you fall off, you're dead. Picture like Rainbow Road from the Mario Kart series. And we just went nuts. We were just building all these crazy contraptions. So yeah, we didn't do any actual gameplay. We were just kind of fucking around in Disney Infinity, and yeah, it's really good. And then the last one I played, like I mentioned before in my news, is the Mega Pony game. It's the Megaman inspired My Little Pony game, and like I said in the news, it's a really good game. If you enjoyed the old school NES Mega Man games and you like My Little Pony the cartoon, I say check it out. It's free to download, free to play. It supports USB controllers, and you could set up your own controls. If you're like, at first I was using a keyboard because I couldn't find my controller, and it was very easy to set up the controls if you're playing just using the keyboard. So that's it. I just been playing those 5 games. So what about you, Techno?
Well, right now I'm actually playing Muramasa Rebirth. Yeah, it's a good game. I love it. I'm playing as the chick. I forget her name.
Momohime. Momohime. I love her.
Momohime.
Yeah.
There you go.
She's great.
I've also played some, like I said earlier in the episode, played some Spider-Man Web of Shadows, where you can either wear your normal suit or the Black Venom suit, symbiote suit. Yeah. And played Giggling 2 like right before we started this podcast, and we actually me and Aaron beat it. So that was pretty fast. I didn't tell you guys, I bought a Japanese GameCube from
Oh, jeez.
Morse.
What? Thanks for telling us. Holy crap.
And the GameCube that I bought was the orange one. If you watch Luke
Oh, yeah.
Morse,
Is that the one that was, like, out in the rain or whatever?
yeah,
it's
it was
really
in
cool.
a dumpster or something.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
he cleaned it up and got it working again. Yeah, he sold me that one. I wanted the orange one was because, we never...
Got that color, didn't we?
Yeah, we never got the color. And, yeah, it's region free. He put a mod chip in it so I can play all my American games. The only thing is, which happened to me, actually, if you put in a American memory card in it, it will ask you to format it, which I did because, I can't read, Japanese.
Get a walk.
But, what? Oh, ha ha, very funny. But guess what? I know I can get all my saves back because I can download saves with the Wii. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. So I can get all my stuff back. So ain't too worried about that. And yeah, since it can play American games, it can also save on that memory card. You just format it and then put in the American game, and then whenever you need to save it, and it'll save both American and Japanese games. So, yeah.
Now, how come you got a Japanese GameCube?
Because
you have Japanese games?
Yeah, I only have one right now, which is, I also played it whenever I got it, which I think, I got it yesterday. The GameCube, I'm saying. Naruto Ninja Tyson 4. And that comes out in English as Naruto Ninja Clash 4, which I believe we got 1, 2, and 3 here in America, but never got the fourth one. So, and the fourth one has all the characters in it, so that's why I picked it. And, can't think of, played, Civilization, yes, Civilization, 5, with Aaron. What?
It's some addicting stuff right there if you get completely into it.
I know.
Dangerous.
It's dangerous.
And I'm thinking about that too recently because I bought the Sid Meier bundle. Humble bundle.
You did?
Yeah, so I got like all the Civilization games.
Good.
So I'm like, I want to play those, but it's like, I don't want to get addicted.
They're good. I used to play the fourth one all the time.
Yeah, and that was one of them, was like the fourth one, like complete collection or something. And it's like, oh man, because back in the day, man, I used to play so much Age of Empires, like Age of Empires 1 and Age of Empires 2, and I was really addicted to that kind of stuff, so I can only imagine Civilization.
Yeah. And, can't really think of what else.
I'm on your Instagram, so we have a couple more here. Shall we?
Oh!
Okay.
Oh, wait, I played, some, Metal Gear Solid, 3 on the HD collection.
Good stuff.
And help me out.
Okay. What about Walking Dead Season 2 on Steam?
Oh my god, I forgot about that. I actually bought it, and I was like, I gotta play this since I finished the first one. And which I didn't know if it would, but if you have a save from Season 1, it will import it. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, because it carries over all your decisions that you made in the first place.
See, I thought it, after Season 1 was done, that save file was, worthless.
Mm-hmm. You want to know some more, Techno?
Yeah, I got some more, too.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, according to your Facebook, you played Virtual Tennis.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Oh, Virtual Tennis! Yes!
Virtual Tennis. That's one of my favorite Dreamcast games. I love that game.
Yeah, and Aaron beat me a lot, but I won the last game, so that's all that matters.
What matters is you won the last one.
Yeah.
So basically, you quit and then you retired as soon as you won.
No, like
he's one of those guys.
It's like, oh, I win, I don't have to play anymore.
No, he had to leave, and then I said one more game. And I said, this is all for everything,
all the
for the whole Marvels. For all the Marvels.
Oh, man. That's funny. Want to know some more?
Sure.
Okay, how about Sonic 2 on the PS3?
Oh, yeah, I did play that, didn't I?
Yes, I see.
I have a year worth of Plus.
Nice.
That's how I got to play that, because I bought it whenever it was free, and I didn't get to play it forever, because I didn't have Plus, and then I got all that money, and I was like, I need Plus.
Okay.
So.
Still one more.
And
do you know it?
I played Sonic 2 on the Android Samsung Galaxy S4. And that's all I remember.
Still one more. Has to do with the PS Vita. Come on.
Oh, Final Fantasy
Yeah,
IV.
you got it. The
Complete.
complete collection.
Yeah, I bought that
Yeah,
because
great
it's
collection.
on sale
Yeah, I love
on
Final Fantasy.
PSN. So yeah,
I have some more.
I actually didn't
Please.
play it though.
Oh, you just like turned it
Yeah,
off.
I just took a picture. I was like, hey, I bought this.
Check this out.
Yeah, because I knew, I was like, do I really want to get into this now?
Yeah. Oh man, Cliva, you got more?
Yep, according to his Facebook, he's played Resident Evil 4.
Oh yeah, okay.
To see that
Yep.
He's complaining about his shitty composite video.
one. Oh yeah.
Which, the GameCube, the Japanese GameCube, the orange one, has the digital out. Because if you guys didn't know, when GameCube came out, it had analog and digital. And then sometime down the line, they got rid of the digital. Which, I have no idea why. Probably because that damn cable was rarer than shit, because they only sold it in Japan and only on the Nintendo's website here for the States. There. That's why. So.
Okay, and the last one, I don't know if you played this one, but Double Dragon 2.
Oh, yeah! I did!
Yeah, because you're messing around with your Famicom, your sharp twin.
Yeah,
I
and
see
bitch,
pictures
I
of that.
still can't fucking fix it.
Oh, send it to Luke Morris. Just pack it
I
up
know.
and ship that shit. He'll fix it in like 1 second.
Yeah, he probably knows what's wrong with it.
Oh man, Luke knows how to fix everything.
Yep.
Alright, back again, Luke here. I love Luke.
Okay, I think that's all the games you've been playing.
Yeah, I
Oh,
agree. So I guess that wraps it up for this episode, right
It
guys?
does.
Oh man,
Episode 87.
there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed. As
Yep.
always, I'd like to thank
I
you
did.
guys. Everyone say bye, goodbye, people, I love you.
Yeah.
Love you.
I don't want to say goodbye. It always makes me sad.
I wish the listeners would be my Valentine. All of them.
Dan, I'll be your Valentine.
Good. Finally,
I'll send you one in the mail tomorrow.
I have someone finally.
When is Valentine's Day?
It's next Friday.
It's
Next
As
Friday.
we're recording this next Friday.
Oh my god.
February
So
14th.
we will be recording on Valentine's Day.
No, we won't.
Oh,
Maybe,
of course.
maybe
I
not.
keep forgetting that we do it every other
Who knows?
week.
So wait, so do you show up for the podcast when we're not supposed to be
He's here
recording?
24/7. He doesn't
I'm
leave.
always on my computer.
He never turns off his computer or anything. He's like
No.
always here.
Yeah, I'm always here.
Yes, he's 24/7. He's always on.
I get this picture, he's like, where are those guys? They're supposed to be recording.
I thought they were gonna show up.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys. Love you guys. Thanks for listening. Keep submitting questions because we love questions. Those are fun.
Yep.
Bye guys. Bye. Until next time. I love you.
Bye, later.
Later.